So I'm walking across the entire United States from coast to coast, or at least I'm really trying to. I'm starting at Daytona Beach, Florida, and trying to walk all the way across to Seaside, Oregon. And my biggest question is what I'm carrying with me. So I'm going to show you guys in detail what I'm bringing as much as I can. Most of it does not cost much. Most of it's from thrift stores or bought on Facebook Marketplace. So let's get started. First things first are my shoes. So these are my Brooks. I'm going to be rotating shoes every week probably to help with the blisters. So I got my Brooks and my Hokas. Those are going to be my main two. And then along with those, I have these sandals that I bought from Walmart like a long time ago, and they've lasted this long. So those are my shoes. Okay, next I'm going to talk about clothes. Clothes for me is a little bit different because people are going to say I overpacked on clothes, and I know I did because I just want to be able to wear different outfits when I go into towns and stuff and not just what I'm walking in. So first off, I have I have 4 pairs of pants, 3 different pairs of shorts. I have 5 shirts with me. They're a mix of long sleeve and short sleeve. And then I have 1 dress. Now the dress for me is a big deal because I want to still feel like girly and stuff when I go out into public if I can, and if it's nice weather, so I think that was a big deal for me. These are my packing cubes. I have a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to go through what goes in what because it is kind of chaotic. It makes sense to me, but it's kind of chaotic to everybody else. I have 8 pairs of socks plus the one I'm wearing today when I go walking. I have 6 bras and 6 underwear plus the 2 that I'm wearing today when I go walking. Now moving on to some random stuff. We're gonna start. I have a reflective belt. This is my reflective jacket that I got for $1.99 at a thrift store. I have my rain little phone caser thing. 2 beanies. One's bright neon, one's black, and my Adidas hat. You'll probably see me wearing this one a lot. A pair of gloves in case I get really cold. My sunglasses that are bound to break any minute now, so they'll probably get replaced really soon. I have 1 necklace, sunblock. Pretty obvious one, I'm definitely already burnt. And now moving on to what I brought toiletry wise. I don't wear makeup, nothing against people who do, I just don't. And I probably won't this entire trip. So that's just not even included in here. I have this rag that the lady I slept at her house that I met playing pool yesterday, she actually gave this to me. She was like, it's a microfiber, it's really nice, you could use it. I was like, okay. Full bottles of shampoo and conditioner, and my hairbrush, a lot of ponytails. I have bobby pins. I have these little ponytails because I like doing braids on my hair. Got tissues, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, feminine products. I have this little hand sanitizer that has come in handy. Biofreeze, definitely gonna be needing this in a few days. I had this too, it's a Mio drink mix. Coming over to this side, this is all of my camping gear. This is my tent. It's a little bit bigger than most backpackers and people who travel a lot would have. But it works. I already had it. I didn't really want to go buy a really expensive one. And it's pretty lightweight, so that's why I use it. It can fit in my cart fine. I also have this tarp. It folds out really big. I'm not going to fold it out for obvious reasons, but it fits in this little bag that I can like compress it, and it works pretty well. This is my sleeping pad. It was like 20 bucks at Walmart. Nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. My sleeping bag, I think I also bought for pretty cheap at Walmart. I will be updating this and getting a cold weather one when it starts to actually get cold. So right now it's pretty warm. I'm in Florida and this was really cheap. So when the weather starts dropping a lot, I'll go invest in a better one if I need it. I have this little hat. Yeah, stylish. It works a lot better over hats with brims so that it's not right up on your face, but it's just a little bug net. I have duct tape because duct tape fixes everything. I have my headlamp. I have 2 backup tubes for my tires. So if I get a flat, I can replace it pretty easy. Same along with the same lines of my cart. This is like a little toolbox for bikes and other stuff like that. So if I do need to switch anything or if anything gets loose, I can tighten it up. This is a water filter, just in case of emergency. I don't plan on using it unless I really need to. Next I have 1 fork and 1 spoon. They're just really plasticky, cheap ones, but I don't plan on using them a ton and they get the job done. I also have this shovel. So I got this thing at a thrift store. It's pretty cute. But to be honest, it's only going to be used when I get to places that don't have bathrooms and I need to go poop in the woods. So this shovel is gonna be hooked on the outside of my cart once I start using it. I have a hammock. I have a lot of carabiners. I can't tell you why I like them so much. They're useful for everything. That's pretty much my only reasoning. They're just, I don't know. And I already had a ton of them, so I just took them all with. This is my first aid kit. I bought this at a Goodwill too, and it had almost all of its stuff in it. So I added a few things. Now it's got like wrap in case I get blisters. This is my Seaside, Oregon hoodie, which I'm hoping, that's my end goal, so I'm hoping to get there. So this is kind of like my motivational hoodie. It's got coffee on the back. It's kind of cool. For rain gear, I was in the military. I didn't really want to go buy anything new, so I got my rain jacket out. If I ever wear this, I will be wearing my yellow vest over it so the cars can still see me. But I wore it outside working in the Air Force a lot, so I know it works, which is why I didn't really want to buy anything new. So next up is all my electronics, which is another thing that people might say I went a little overboard on, because I did bring a lot of camera gear with me that most people traveling really light probably wouldn't do. So I'm going to go through that. First of all, also over here is my passport. I didn't technically need this, but it might come in handy if anybody offers me to fly overseas or something on a trip. Like, you never know what happens out here. I'd rather have it with me just in case. So first up, I have 2 different lenses. My microphone that I'm using right now goes in this little case. It's got another one too, so if I want to interview anybody, it's pretty nice. 4 batteries for my camera that I use, and they come with 2 in this little case. So this case charges, and then it charges my battery. I have an extra SD card. I have 2 in my camera right now, but I transfer everything over right away, so I don't think I'll need this very much. I got my AirPods. I have a bunch of random cords that I need to label because they're pretty confusing. I have a lot of electronics and they all have different cords, so I might have to label those pretty soon. My laptop, my MacBook, this thing is what I do all my editing on, so it's pretty lightweight. It's easy to just slide into pockets and stuff. It's pretty nice. And then this tripod is what I use to hook up on my cart itself. I use it for TikTok Live, directions. If I just want to like watch a movie, I'll hook it on here and turn it sideways. It just wraps around, so it's pretty nice. It was like 10 bucks maybe, so it's not the best quality and it's already kind of ripping, but it's doing its job. Last but not least is the cart itself. I'm just gonna do a little show around what it's like, just because it's easier than trying to explain it right here. Okay, so this is my cart. It's got 1 little front caster, 2 big tires. This is my sign I made. It's holding up pretty well to the weather, but I might have to replace it after a few weeks because of the wind. It's got this waterproof layer and then a layer underneath. And that's my great-grandma's pillow sitting in there, but it's pretty nice. If I go around, this is what I have hooked onto it. This little bag, it folds out into like a little grocery bag so I don't have to waste a bunch of plastic bags. This is a light that I zip tied on here. It's kind of janky, but it works. It's really bright, but it's really cheap. I have a backup mirror so I can see if cars or if people are coming behind me. My little American flag stuff. I did already kind of break this flag, trying to move it, so we might get a new one soon. And then I have this little guy. His name's Carl. I found him on the beach of Daytona Beach when I was leaving, so he's my good luck charm. He's coming with me the whole ride. He's zip tied on. And then in here is extra storage too. This is where I put my battery bank, some other stuff I use daily. So really that is it. That's all the stuff I have, and I gotta get on the road soon because it's already like 10 o'clock. But I wanted to film this while I was in a hotel because it's much easier than when I am camping. Oh.